Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, mercy, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the Israelites of the Bible, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And I found this post on social media that was posted 2 days ago, and it says, the caption says, Canada proposed law could make preaching the Bible illegal. So, pretty much there's a prophecy of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, saying that he will put a famine of the word. And you can see it's going to start happening pretty soon. On the next slide says, in December 2025, Canada bans Bill C-9, a hate speech law that removes a long-standing legal exception protecting religious speech made in good faith. Pastors warn that without this safeguard, quoting or preaching certain Bible passages could be challenged as hate speech, creating legal risks for pastors and believers. The government says scriptures will not be banned, but the specific legal protection is being removed, raising serious concerns about religious freedom and speech expression. As of now, the amendment bill still requires a final vote in the House of Commons and approved by the Senate before becoming law. So pretty much, they're talking about it. Pretty much, they're gonna be censoring the videos on YouTube. Pretty much, also they're gonna be, probably gonna be arresting brothers out there that are preaching the word of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shemi Shai, because the kingdom of Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man, is about to come to an end. You can see the signs and the wonders that are happening around the world. You can see it. You can read about it in the book of Matthew, chapter 24. The coming of Yahweh Shai, who the world entity calls Jesus Christ. And this is a law, and it happened back in the days, too, in the days of the Greeks with Antiochus. It says right here, this is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandments of the king. So pretty much back then, that's what King Antiochus, one of the Greek kings, made it a law. And if you keep reading, there's more stuff of how the Israelites became Gentiles, because they started leaving the law, statute, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and started getting into the laws of the heathens. But if you go to verse 56, because that's what's going to happen pretty soon too, if when the law comes and makes it a legal law that they're going to be banning all the word of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, it says right here, chapter 56, and when they had rented in pieces the books of the law, which they found, which is the word, the Bible, they burned them with fire. So everybody that had the Bible in their house, it was getting burned up. Verse 57, and wheresoever was found with any the book of the testament, or if any consent to the law, the king commanded was that they should put him to death. So those that were found with the word, the Bible, were put to death. So everything that happened in the past is going to happen now. Like it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, nothing is new under the sun. Also, if you go to the book of Second Esdras, chapter 16, verse 70, it reads, and then you're going to know who's the elect man, who are the real men of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It says right here, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Adonai Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Adonai Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of the house. So, a lot of our people are going to be, that are brothers that know this truth, they're going to be cast out of their house. They could be coming in and picking them up like 4, 3, or 2 in the morning. Verse 73, then shall they be known who are my chosen. So we know that the chosen people of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, are Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But right here, these chosen will be the elect man. And they should be tried as the gold in the fire. You know, that's how the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, has always tried our foreign fathers, and that's how he's going to try us. He always puts us in situations, and fire situations, so we could, you know, learn from them, and also to still depend to see if we still have faith. Verse 74, Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Other One Yahweh, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. So, you know, the days of trouble are at hand, but the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, is going to deliver us as long as we keep our faith and our fear and our trust that he will do it. And we always got to remember the generations of old. Verse 75, Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide. And our Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, is our guide. You know, this word, these testimonies from our foreign fathers have always taught us that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, has always been there to protect us and to save his remnant, his elect man, his man that he had predestined from the beginning. And we also go to the book of Amos, like I said, book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. It says right here, because this is one of the prophets, it says, it's the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. It reads, Behold, the days come, said the Other One Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Other One Yahweh. So pretty much, you know, this word, it's going to be gone. So seek the Other One Yahweh Bashim Yahushua right now. Till meanwhile, he's able to be fine. You know, by reading his word, by pretty much applying them, and also by seeing the videos of the elders and the apostles of Great Millstones and these other brothers that are doing the work in sincerity and in truth. Verse 12, And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Other One Yahweh, and shall not find it. So, you know, when all hell is breaking loose, people are going to be looking for this word too, because this word comforts you. You know, it gives you peace, but they're not going to find it. Verse 13, And that day shall the fair virgins and the young man faint for thirst. And there's not talking about thirst of water. It's talking about thirst of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. People are going to be looking for it, you know, but they're not going to be able to find it. It's going to be like that movie of the Book of Eli, when Denzel Washington was the only one that had the Bible, and there was the other guy that was looking for the word, and he wanted to use the word of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, to control the other people. But, you know, Denzel Washington, who was Eli, he didn't want to give him the book, because he knew how strong the word of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, is. And you can go to the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 12, and it reads, For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword. So, you know, it's quick and powerful and sharper than two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. You know, the word of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, will show someone the way how they think. You know, because the way how the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, thinks is different from the way we think. So, and also, it pretty much, even when I read this word, there's some stuff that, you know, it cuts me up, and it pretty much reminds me to keep myself humble and meek, and also to edify myself. And that's how it is for these other people that don't have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Some people, when the brothers are out there reading this word, you know, people get mad, and you can see the, you know, the demons and the spirits coming out of the people, because that's how strong this word is. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.